Hello my dear friends, hope you are doing well. This is Muruganantham from Tamilnadu. I have secured All India rank 109 in 2019 UPSC exam. I see that there are 50 more days for your prelims. I wanted to share a few things with you. When I was preparing for my prelims, mains and interview, one of my friend who is also in service used to send motivational videos. Those videos were really helpful for me, so I consider you as my friend. I wanted to share few ideas for facing your upcoming 50 days. I do have 6 points to share with you. Hope that will be helpful for you. I don't call these 6 points as my strategy and all, but I used to follow these things when I have been preparing for the prelims 2019. So this will be or this may be helpful for you. So let us get into the point. The first ultimatum, that first point is about stop worrying about your past. The past is already past. You might be worrying for your final result that you couldn't make into the final PDF, or you may be worrying that you have missed your last mains, or you may be even worrying about your last prelims. Just forget about it. Become fresh. Go and face this exam as a fresh candidate. That is the first thing you have to put it in your mind. So even if you haven't prepared enough, even if you have wasted your past days, months, don't worry as of now. Just forget the past. Already the past is past. So this is the first point. So let us get into the second point. Now you have to maximize your daily study hours. Time is the one of the best and specific input factor for your success. It applies to your exam, it applies to your life, or it applies to everywhere. This is the one of the best resource that you are having right now. So try to invest more of your time in these prelim preparations. So plan accordingly and maximize your study hours. That is the first thing. So if you want to maximize your time, the time is same for everybody else. So you can't actually increase the time. The only thing you can do is you can save the time. So just reduce your social media presence, just reduce your digital presence, social presence, etc. so that you can have your own time for your own preparation. And stop other distractions. Somebody will be coming and somebody will be talking with you. They will be taking your time with them. Don't allow that. Maximize your time. Try to invest maximum time for these prelims. So the next 50 days you have to allocate maximum hours for your own self. This is the second point that I wanted to share with you. The third thing, very important thing, is about you have to restrict your materials. Material thirsty. When the days are nearing to the prelims, lot of materials will be released. One-stop solutions, 50-day plans, last 30-day plans, last mile goals, like this. Lot of materials will be released. You will be in this kind of lot of groups, study groups. Then you may be thinking that you are missing those kind of very important material. That is not the case. The very important thing is you have to stick with your own single material. Don't duplicate your material. When you download, when you print more materials, then automatically you will be allocating your time for every material. At the end of the day, you will not be able to complete single material. You can complete 50% of material in one material, 15% of portions in another material. But you will not be able to complete 100% of a single material. So don't do that mistake. Restrict yourself, restrict with single material. Don't duplicate your materials. This is the third point that you have to put it in your mind. Let us get into fourth point. Revise your conventional subjects. So usually these materials which are released in various platforms are for current affairs, subject-wise compilations, year-wise compilations, monthly compilations, very important question compilation. These kind of current affairs material will be released right now, or it may be there in various platforms. Of course, they are good in their own self, but they are bad in their applications. We will not be able to learn, read all those materials. So, if you are thinking about these current affairs, you will be wasting more time in these current affairs. Then you will be forgetting lot of basic conventional ideas from your other subjects. So, even if you have read enough, even if you have revised well enough, I suggest you to once again go through the conventional materials. I hope it will take minimal time to revise those things, but don't avoid those things. Just revise conventional subject enough so that it will have its own part in the prelims. It will save you. It may save you. So don't neglect your conventional subject. This is the fourth point that I wanted to remind you. Then fifth and most important thing is about solve maximum number of questions. So for the rest of the 50 days, you have to train your brain for solving that kind of UPSC kind of objective questions. That includes both paper 1 and paper 2. So you have to solve maximum number of questions. When I say maximum number of questions, stick with any one kind of platform. You may have subscribed or you may be attending one test series. Complete that test series first, because when you complete test series, one institute or whatever may be, one platform's questions first, then you will be able to cover the entire syllabus and important information, important current affairs. If you do with two test series, you will be completing half of the one test series or one platform, and you will be missing second part in the two test series. So don't do that. Automatically you will not be covering the entire syllabus. So you have to solve as much as of questions as much as you can, and you have to first complete with the single platform or single test series that you are going as of now. This is the fifth point. When it comes to solving the questions, I suggest you to solve the previous year question papers also from 2013 to 2019. You can omit or neglect current affairs based questions, but you have to complete the conventional questions from the past question papers. When you go through that, automatically your focus will be streamlined. You may have to focus on the very important parts and important areas of the UPSC's interested areas. So I suggest you to do that. And if you are solving the question, you can do this in two ways. Either you can take 100 question paper and you can sit for 2 hours and you can solve and you can test yourself. This is a model test kind of question solving practice. Another thing is about, if you can't do that for long, then you can go with one by one. You can solve the questions one by one. When you do this, automatically your subject understanding will be improved. You will get more clarity on each subject. So you can either solve it as a model test kind of ideas, or otherwise you can solve one by one with key answers. You can see the question, you can solve the question, then you can go through the key answers. This is another kind. So in this process, I suggest you to go with subject-wise question papers also. You can take 4 question papers of polity or environment or economy, and then you can solve that. So when you do this, automatically your subject clarity will be improved and your focus will be strengthened, and you will be able to understand lot of factors, lot of you can reconnect lot of ideas from those subject wise question papers. So this is about my fifth point. So solve questions, solve old questions, solve as a model test, solve as a one by one question, and you can solve subject wise questions also. But whatever it is, you have to complete one platform's question sets. So this is the very important point. So these are all the 5 points that are basically focused on your prelim preparations. But there is one more and last very important sixth point is there. You know, you have to stay calm. So this is the very important thing. There are 50 more days. So if you can be stress free, if you can be calm and manage your time with perfect plan, then automatically you will be in better position than your competitor who is feeling very stressful, who can't stay calm. So there is very light difference between a person who is calm and who is being stressed for this preparation. If you can avoid all those things, if you can manage your stress, automatically you will be able to solve more questions, you will be able to utilize the remaining 50 days effectively. I know, my friends, lot of you guys are missing. I too myself missed this success just by means of single question. That for that single question and all, your knowledge is not at all a matter. Your personal management, especially stress management, and if you are able to be calm till the end of the day, that is the one of the very important thing that will decide the destiny of you. So you have to be calm and you have to stress free. So focus on your studies. Just forget about your output, your marks. If you are scoring 120 plus or not, that doesn't matter. Those people who are scoring 120 plus won't care at all. They are already in. But if you are in the margin, there comes the biggest trouble, and there is lot of persons are competing with each other. So if you yourself can be calm, then automatically you will be in better position than your competitor. So understand this and be calm and stay calm for the remaining 50 days. Finally, if you are a believer, go and pray the God. If you are a non-believer, believe in yourself and work hard. And one day you will be able to solve this, and one day you will be able to succeed in this. Be strong enough and do well. Let us see you with another video. Thank you, my dear friends.